Welcome back to Colonial Gaming. So today we're going to be doing a part 2 of the Volvo that we have tore apart. It shouldn't take us too long to get this motor together. I think it should be put together pretty quickly, I would imagine. I don't think it's going to take forever to, take apart, put it back together. That's where I thought, But we might as well just put, some performance parts in it, make it a little bit faster. I didn't know that it had a turbo. Like, I found out, like, when we went to put it back together, because when I got it out of the junkyard, where it was from, it did not actually have a turbo. It didn't have any of that. Like, it had some parts on it, I'll give it that, but it didn't have a turbo. It didn't have an alternate. Like, it had little parts. I'll give it that. It had a little bit of parts. Not a whole lot, but, not enough to where pretty much it was only the block and a few other pieces. But, we're just gonna get over rod caps and crankshaft caps in them. Once those are, once they're, all in, everything's good. Bottom side of the motor will be pretty much complete. But, it's gonna take a minute to get out everything. Because I haven't really worked on one of these with the turbo before. So, I was a little thrown off. I was like, does that mean I gotta get specialty parts? But, no. Just a few parts here and there just to throw me off. I'm like, well, wait a minute. What part do I need? But other than that, it went together pretty well, I believe. That's, it's going pretty good. Yeah, it could be going a little bit faster, but you know how it goes. Once you get, everything back together, for the motor at least, then I don't have that much left, really. I mean, I have the suspension to do, yeah. Or that we did, but I mean, there's like a few things that I gotta add in the suspension category, I guess, which would be like, the exhaust, and stuff like that. I would consider that suspension, but I don't know why this game doesn't. Because I mean, you have to lift the vehicle up to get to it, and I know it serves like a different purpose, but it's technically a suspension part, I would say. But, it's not, but that's the category I would put it in. If we were making, like, if we made a list to repair everything on a vehicle, that's how I would put it. But that's just me, though. I could be a little weird, but that's just, I think it would be technically considered part of the suspension. I don't know why it's not. I mean, on some cars it is, some it's not, so. Like, I think on Chevys it's not, stuff like that. It's just really weird. I know in other vehicles, like, it's like, yeah, that's part of this, but yeah, I don't know, I've never really seen one of these motors before in real life, so. Could be an easy, could be easy to redo it in real life. It'll be a little bit harder in real life, because you have to worry about getting the bolts all lined up correctly, but luckily in this game you can get around that. Not having to sit there and make sure everything's, straight. So, it's always a pain in the butt, but wrong part. That's not, I want performance. There we go. Yep, have one of those, Get the ferrules in, because I didn't think to put them in before, like I should have. Fuel filter can go right in. Put that in. I didn't get the cap yet, I don't think, for that. Come to think of it. But we'll get across that bridge when we get to it, I guess. We should be able to get to it, but, that's if I remember to get that cap, but I should be able to. But I thought I might as well put all your intake on, get your throttle, make sure all that gets on first, and then I'll, you know, worry about the other stuff. Just kind of how I do it. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What don't I have? I don't have a turbo, so I'm gonna have to buy one. Regardless, whether you go performance or not, it's still expensive. So I mean, I just figured, well, why not? I don't know. We'll get to it. But you know, it's gonna be a good build. Cause I mean, everything that we got done in the last part was pretty quick, I thought. I mean, we're almost pretty much done with this motor. You know, it's just the way this motor is. Like, I should be able to be done with it. Once it's done there, all done. Put that in the car, put the exhaust on the bottom, put the transmission in, put the starter in, and put the exhaust system in. Because that's about the only thing I could think that we were going to need would be the exhaust. But, you know, we could actually put that in anytime. Like, I could have put it in, but I cannot put the front pieces on where that comes out, because if I do, I can't put the completed motor because I built it on the engine stand on. It's just weird. Oh yeah, let's get all that on. Alright, I mean, it's mainly rebuilt at this point. Because the bottoms, like, everything's on the bottom, all the, you know, caps, everything that has to be on the bottom's on. We got the oil pan on and an oil filter on, so really the only thing we got left is if we finish up the top head, which would be anything related to the head. Pretty much, if we get all the caps and all that on and engine cover, then we put our coils on, and then we'll put the timing on the back on. But, you know, we can do that once it's in the car. That's an easy, you know, thing to do. That's not a real hard part, you know. But once all that's together, you know, I'll be happy. Alright, only got 3 of them left, which is good. Which means I counted right. Once I go off, I'm going off the list and I'm making sure that I did my math right. It's a good thing. It's really good. It's almost together. Alright. Put the coils. There we go. Yep, put that on. Let's see. Yeah, I think I have the timing change. I call it timing change because, like, it feels like a pain. But it's pretty much together. I mean, it's gonna take a minute to get it together, but put the last one on, make sure I get it. Bought together. Which I do believe I did. Yep. Cover on. Bolt that all up. And pretty much once that's all bolted together, the only thing you got left is put this motor in the car. Put some oil in it. That's pretty much it. Pull up. Yep. On vehicle. Alright, there we go. Yep, there we go. Puts it right there. Oh man, that's kind of funny, but I don't know why I did it that way, but okay. That's a little weird, but we'll get it. I mean, all we got left to do at this point, put the exhaust together, put most of the body panels on, or get them. I don't remember if I have to buy body panels or not for this car. But yeah, we'll get the exhaust. Then we'll have to just deal with the body and interior. That's it. I mean, if that's all we gotta deal with, it's not gonna be too bad. So, let's see. Do I have a transmission or do I gotta buy one? Looks like I'm buying one. Well, then I just will go with the performance transmission because, you know, it's gonna be making a little bit of extra power. So, I mean, might as well at that point. And then it's all set up, you know. And you ain't gotta worry about it. And the only thing after that is exhaust. And then after that, put the, we'll see if they have performance exhaust. I don't think they do. They might, though, those. I don't know if they're gonna have. They might. I don't know. It's gonna be whether they have it or not. But I was gonna say we can go performance, but I don't think we're gonna have it. I really don't think they will. I know they'll have the back part of the exhaust because they have all the back pieces pretty much every vehicle. But I don't think they're gonna have the front. I really don't. It's gonna be a bummer, but I mean. They ain't got it, you know? And I'm not seeing it. Unless I'm passing it somewhere or missing it, I don't see it. I might be. Dang it. I don't see it. I wish they would add that in there. Like, add all. You might as well just add all the exhaust in there. I don't get why they don't. I mean, I would. You know, then you have every single exhaust option possible, and then everything is fine. You know? But I guess somebody else thinks that. I guess they don't feel the same. Because it's basically, you know, just put it in, but, you know, we'll get the end pieces. I know we'll do that. Because they have the back ones. Oh, no, it's the wrong vehicle. Let me double check. Because I think I'm going to have to go to the regular store. But I'll get the back. Because I can get the rear mufflers and all that. But I can't get the dang front section pipe, which kind of sucks. Because I want everything to be chrome underneath there. Because it looks cool. But oh well. Oh well, I mean, it really looks. I mean, I like double checked because I was writing down what it was, and then no, I ain't got no B. They have the A all day long. They just don't have the B, which kind of sucks. So I have to see if we can find it here. I was hoping for it to all be chrome, but alright. Like, I get it. I'm not gonna be happy about it, but what choice do I have, right? Huh? It says I didn't get the right one, even though I clicked on it, I thought. Okay. Alright, we'll put that on. F. I don't know if they're gonna have those. Well, I might have those. I think they got pretty much all the rear exhaust pieces. I just gotta find it in here. Yep, they have that one. Alright. Put that in. Alright, everything looks complete. Making sure I didn't forget anything. Okay, starter, but that can only be put in from the engine bay, so I mean that's not really anything I can do about that though. Yep, I have some parts. I just wanted to get that on there so I knew what I had to do next. Alright. Put that starter on. Oop, I have to buy a starter. It's okay, we'll get that starter, and then once I get the starter in, should be a completed car. Like, it should start up, turn over, and run. As long as I didn't forget the battery, it should start. I believe. As long as I didn't forget no batteries, but I don't think I did. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I forgot anything. Looking at the list. Looking at the list. No, I did not forget anything. We just gotta go get the body parts, and then, which isn't gonna be too bad. Alright. Let's see. Yep, we'll do it. We'll get right back to her. And we'll get it. Let's see if anything comes up. No, not the right parts. We're just gonna have to scroll through. Well, we'll get to the right one. Maybe. The joint part, which I did. Alright, so let's see. What front bumper do we want? I had to make sure the year. Yep. Okay, that's the right one. Of course, I didn't repair any doors or anything. I didn't have anything like that. Not when I got it. I mean, I had to get a trunk and all the glass. And obviously, the glass doesn't repair. But, you know, I'll be happy with it. So as you can see, I just pretty much went through straight. Because you have to, you know, click on everything. I needed everything for the most part. And I mean, I already have the rack on there. The only thing I gotta make sure I get is the glass, the light, and then the mirror, and then the back glass in the trunk, and a back bumper, I believe. But well, let's start with the small parts, right? Nope, I don't know why I did that. I didn't want that, but whatever. Alright, let's go with that. That should be fine. Alright, put the taillights in, put the rear bumper in. Oh, is there lights that go down there? Huh. I didn't notice that. But again, this car didn't have much for it, like, when it came to me. Out of that junkyard. I don't know, they said it was been sitting there forever. Put some plates on it while I'm thinking about it, because if I don't do it now while I'm thinking about it, it'll probably get missed. So the way I look at it is, if I do it while I remember it, and then it's done. If not, then it just gets forgot. But we're getting down on the list of parts, for the body at least. Because I made a list for the body parts, just the body parts I was going to need. I should have made a list for everything. But then I could have added all of it together, but I didn't think about that until now, so. We won't even worry about it now. Because it's, you know, to even do it, but maybe for one of my next builds I'll do that. Like, I'll get the numbers, like what I bought it for, you know, that sort of thing. We'll get it if I remember. But yeah, pretty soon we can use the welder to get rid of all the rust on this car, and then we'll have to use the interior cleaning too. Go front window in. Put the front. Pretty much all we gotta do. Put the lights, the bumper on, and the plate. That's all we're doing. Alright, plate on, put the light on. Alright. I don't see anything that I missed. Alright, good. Get the welder and the interior detailing kit. Once we get both of those, then over there, then we'll use them, get that part done, and then pretty much just the interior, which will take like a couple seconds. Because I believe it's only 2 front seats. Yeah, I believe it's only like 2 front seats and a steering wheel. If I remember correctly. We'll find out. There we go. Oh man, that looks so good. Do not have all that rust on it anymore. Oop. Gotta do the interior, so I don't think there's a rear seat in this. Nope, just two seats and a wheel. Okay. We can get those. That's not gonna take too long. That's a couple minutes. Which I'm kind of happy about. Once that's done, once we get all the seats, interior done, then at that point, all we got left to do is paint it, put it on the dyno, and then sell it. I don't know how much we're gonna get out of it, but we're gonna get probably quite a bit. But I was trying to write down the seat, and I didn't feel like clicking out and seeing what seats it took again, so I had to make sure I put it on that list correctly. I just didn't feel like typing it in there as well, so I just figured out we'll probably end up just going with our standard seats that we always go with, because it's going to be making so much horsepower. More than it was originally intended for, I'm afraid. But I digress. You know, it's not really that bad of a vehicle. You know, we'll go with those. We'll go with the right, I guess, wheels if I can find them. If not, I might just change the steering wheel. I kind of want to change the steering wheel because, you know, if I couldn't find it, I was just gonna have to change it. So I guess it didn't really matter. It's okay. Put that wheel in there because it ties in with the theme. And then all we got left to do is just put that door and stuff back on that I took off. Alright. Put the door back on, then the door, then the glass, and then the mirror. Okay, now she's done. Paint booth it will go. It doesn't have a choice. Now it's gotta go to the paint booth. Because I don't like that purple. I don't even know what shade of purple that even is, but I ain't liking it. Alright. We'll have to see what we can do. We might, if we paint it red, it'd be nice. I mean, I figured why not. Alright. Yeah, we'll get it painted red real nice. I was trying to go with like a cherry red, but tried my best. There we go. I mean, it looks pretty good. I like it. Alright, Dyna with you. See how you run. Yep. I want to test it. Yep. Begin the test. We'll see what it runs like. Shouldn't run that bad, but you never know. Should run pretty good, I would imagine, because everything's brand new. And we don't have to worry about all the parts, you know, being, you know, broken. But yeah, gave it a little bit more horsepower, I'd say. Dang. I ain't never seen that much horsepower. Especially in like one of these like small little vehicles. I think it's gonna be too squirrely for that gearbox that I got in there. So I decided I'm gonna write down what gearbox it is just in case I need it. An upgraded one. Because I'm not believing that that transmission that's in it's gonna hold it. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think it's gonna be too squirrely that you won't be able to drive really with it. I think, you know, it'd be too rear end slide out, like it would be sliding your rear end out too much, I think. Like it's gonna be wanting to slide out on it every single time. I could be wrong. No, I'm not wrong. You just barely turn it and it just wants to like spin out for no reason. But not that bad. You know, it could be worse. This vehicle, I mean, it could be doing 360s, which is what it's trying to do. But I'm trying to like fight against it trying to spin out all the way. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's almost like the rear end's just squirrely. And I'm just looking at it like in the sunlight. That paint does look pretty good right where the sun is. It's pretty bright. I think that was a pretty good color choice. I do believe that it was a good color choice. I could be wrong, but I like it. So now I'm going to take a couple screenshots of it. You know, once we get the screenshot, then I'm good. Pretty much after that, we'll go back to the garage, or we'll sell it. It'll be pretty good. I think we'll end up making some type of profit. So that's pretty good. I mean, it looks pretty cool in the interior view though. So that's pretty good. I was gonna try to day turn it, but I don't think I can. Could be wrong. Oh boy, there's like 170, there's 190. Yeah, pretty much on the straights it's doing about 190. Maybe a little bit more than that. I couldn't really get it to. I mean, but it does want to go. It's pretty quick. Alright, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.